Star Wars Geek Girls. They're geek girls that like Star Wars. And sometimes cry.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Star Wars Geek Girl. I'm Zoe, and as usual, I'm here with Lizzy.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about LEGO Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past.
Yippee!
Also, I want to say I just got a new laptop, and this is my first podcast on the new laptop.
Yay!
As the first time, the video actually played on my screen of like it never actually played. It was just like pixels on my
Nice.
laptop.
What?
Now I could see. What?
Which one? I won't know, but which one is it?
What computer?
Yeah.
It's a new MacBook Air.
Oh. Well. Okay.
Yeah. No, not a PC. I don't have room for a PC, but I like my
Well,
laptop.
you don't need a PC, but you could get a gaming laptop.
I do have Safi's gaming laptop.
That's true.
That's how I play Peak and Repo.
That's fair. That's fair. We should play Repo. Oh my god.
You should.
Anyway.
Safi texted me to play Repo the other day. This is great podcast content. But Safi texted me to play Repo the other day, and it was like 9:30 at night, and I was like, first of all, isn't 12:30?
Yeah.
Second of all, I have to be at work. I have to leave for work like super early tomorrow, so I cannot do that.
I don't mind staying up, but the only problem is when she texts me is during work, and it's like she texts me at like 9 my time, and I'm like, I'm at work, and we're gonna do overtime, and it takes an hour to get home. There's no way.
Yeah. So before we talk about LEGO Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past, I also wanted to bring up one other thing. And it would have been anyway. On the day we're recording this, not necessarily the day you're listening, but the day we're recording this, we've been podcasting together for 10 years in one day. So yesterday was 10 years of podcasting.
Jesus.
Yeah. Would have been cool to podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I always have it on my calendar, and this time I was like, I'll remember. No. I can't trust my brain for anything. I'm sorry.
But yeah, 10 years of Star Wars Geek Girl. It's crazy.
If anything, yesterday I was like, oh my god. The only thing I could rely on my brain for was like, I have the best Christmas idea for Zoe. That's it.
Okay. You were subliminally. It was in there.
Yes, it was. You were there. It just wasn't Zoe
like
podcast. It was Zoe presence.
You were like a couple months early.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was 13.
I was 14.
Oy. That's a long freaking time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw a post about that somewhere on Instagram.
Yeah, well, it was like, because it was someone, I can look up the account real quick. I'm always terrible at remembering people's, like, usernames. So I want to make sure I say it right. I'm going to look at it real quick. No, don't. Star Wars Now This was the account. And it was 10 years since, because I posted like the first episode, like before we knew each other, I posted the first episode, like it was by myself. And so that was like 3 weeks ago was technically the first episode, but the first episode of us together was 10 years yesterday instead of 10 years 3 weeks ago.
10 freaking years.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah.
That's really odd to think about. I'm sorry. 10 years. That's honestly, I think it was like 10 when I started Star Wars-ing, like, with Saber Guild.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sabine and stuff came out. And then you. And then it just escalated from there into a lot. So much happened.
Yeah, a lot happened in 10 years. And it's just crazy because I think, like, one of our early podcasts was like, oh my gosh, we're so excited for The Force Awakens. And
Yeah.
then today I was reading my copy of The Last Order got here last night, which is like a post-Rise of Skywalker, kind of post-Rise of Skywalker book about Finn. And it's like, wow, like we've done a whole trilogy, like all of Rebels, basically, all
Yeah.
the Bad Batch, like all these shows, Mando, Boba Fett, Andor, Acolyte.
We even went through a whole pandemic together.
Whole pandemic. We're on unfortunately American presidency number 3. Like
Yeah.
um it's really weird. It's really crazy.
Jeez. Jeez Louise, man. I remember when Axel was a little tiny baby.
Little tiny baby
Little
Axel.
tiny baby, innocent little Axel.
And now he hits me up about going to Knott's Berry Farm and making protein cake.
Yeah. He's been texting me about that too, and I was like,
Which is banana bread looks really good. That banana bread does look pretty good.
banana bread?
Yeah, he made like a banana bread with tofu. Cause I remember I made for last year. I made like a cake. This is great podcasting content.
Yes.
I hosted for everyone listening who is not like here. I don't know.
Okay.
I hosted a Life Day party last year, and I made food for Lizzy and the fam, the Rogue Rebels fam, at Rogue Rebels fam. And I made like for dessert. I made like fruit bowls, and I also made like a little cake. My dad started making it during the pandemic, and so we call it Corona cake. We should probably come up with a new name for it. Corona cake.
Nah.
You take like a box of cake mix and a pack of silken tofu, and you mix it up and then bake it for like an hour. And it's really good, and it's really easy, and it's like, you know, got like protein in it because of the tofu, but it's cake. And I made it, and this is when Axel, I mean, he still is, but he was like really on his like gym kick at the time. And so when I told him like it has protein stuff in it, he was very
Yeah. Yeah, that was like, he's getting better, but that was the start of like, I haven't eaten for like a week. And then we were like, that's bad. And it was like, it's gone better where now he's like, no, now I have to have a balanced meal, blah, blah, blah. But like before, it was really whack. It was like, I ate boiled chicken, and now I don't think I can poop anymore. What? So, he's got he's been like, I went to the store with him the other day, and he was like, what's silken tofu? And then I was like, oh, Axel, let me take you on a journey of the many different types of tofus. And so we were thankfully, well, I guess they haven't in any market, but we were in a like Asian market, and we were there, and there was like thousands of different kinds of tofu.
nice.
So he was like, is it this one? And I was like, no, that says soft tofu, but it's like medium soft. That's not it. You need soft silken. You need it to, like, you can't even pick it up with your hands tofu. So yeah,
Yeah,
should
but he
know.
made banana bread with the silken tofu, and it looks great. He said each serving has 5 grams of protein, which sounds good, I think.
Feels like not a lot.
I mean, I don't know how much
is a
I feel like
lot
I feel like that's a lot if you're
for a
not like,
dessert.
hold on, let me pull up my little meal tracking app with my
Okay.
nutrients and stuff. I haven't.
I feel like maybe that's a lot for like a dessert then, or
Yeah,
like
for banana bread, yes. I mean, like, hold on.
I don't know if banana bread without the tofu has much protein.
It probably doesn't. I don't feel like bananas
No.
do. I mean, unless it's probably not a lot if you're like, if that's what you're eating, trying to like bulk up and get like muscles. But it says depending on where you ask, I just Googled it. Depending on where you're asking and you're not trying to like build muscles, it's common for like it's like 56 grams a day for men, 46 grams a day for women. So like if you're like 5 grams in a single serving of banana bread,
That's pretty good.
it's like pretty good,
Yeah.
you know, because that's not gonna be the only thing you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just eat 10 servings of banana bread a day, and there you go.
Perfect.
That's
Just eat the
everything
whole
you
loaf.
need. That's everything you need.
Take some milk, add some protein powder to it. Perfect.
Oh my gosh! Don't give him ideas.
Anyway, so rebuilding the galaxy. Oh, but
Rebuilding
10 years.
Galaxy.
10 years was also really good, and I'm not trying to but oh my god.
Yeah, 10 years are really good. I also because I was looking
We were
through
babies.
stuff. I really do need to get into writing. It's just I don't know. When I was in college, I had a consistent schedule, so it was really easy to write because I could be like, this is a day of the week when I sit down and write.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can't do that because it's like right now it's like, oh, do you want to hang out Sunday? I don't know if I work or not, and it's Thursday at 3:30. So yeah, my bad, guys. I really do want to write more. That'll be my New Year's resolution in 2026. Is to write more.
Mine will definitely not be that. But
Okay.
it'll probably be like beat more Final Fantasy games.
I feel like the problem is that was my thing last year. Is I was at the beginning of the year I was like, I'm gonna write more, and then I did write a lot, and then I just kind of fell off and got busy. And then I always feel bad because it's the beginning of the year, so I'll do a bunch of stuff for Black History Month, and then a few things Women's History Month in February, March, and then after that I fell off, and then I'm like, sorry, Hispanic Heritage Month. I'm sorry, it's not.
We don't matter.
All the way in September. I did ask Lizzy. I did ask Lizzy. I did ask you if you wanted to write.
I'm not good at writing. That's the thing. Sure, I'm Mexican and I have Mexican experience, but I can't write about.
Just write something in Spanish. I don't know if it's good.
I just you asked me and I started I was like, who's Mexican? I don't know anything.
Cassian.
Cassian.
That's the whole article. Just
done.
Cassian.
It's just Cassian Andor. Period. The end. Yeah. I'm just not good at writing. My dad's really good at writing. That's why he writes a lot of articles too.
Yeah, I can't make him double dip. I can't make him hey, do you want to write twice as much?
Yeah, I mean, he's Hispanic, so he's got to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
But yeah, sorry, Hispanic Heritage Month. I really fell off by September.
It's okay.
My apologies.
Us Hispanics forgive you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. My New Year's resolution was to exercise. And I did for 3 months.
That's
January,
pretty
February,
good.
March. And I lost 5 pounds. And then I went to Japan and I stopped.
Well,
because I was like, I had to recover from Japan for 2 months, and then I got a new job, and I was like, oh my god, it's a lot. But I'm gonna get back to it.
Yeah. Also, I want to say this is important Star Wars news before we get into Lego Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. There are Sabine and Hera dolls at Galaxy's Edge. Apparently only in Florida. So whatever. But they're so cute.
Yeah,
and the Sabine
really
is so
cute.
detailed, and the details look good. They didn't mix and match her armor. And I want this so
I literally went and I was like, I trust Zoe. Because I was gonna look it up and I was like, that doesn't really matter. I'm already here.
Because I saw I think it's Meg. It's the girl who does a lot of Star Wars stuff and especially Disney parks. And I knew she lived in Florida, and so that was the park she probably went to. But I was like, it's new merch. They probably have it at both everywhere. Places.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
No.
Yeah.
Because I was which was funny because I called my dad, and I asked him about it, or I told him about it, and I was like, oh, I'm going and blah 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 blah, and he was like, oh, cool, all right, can you get me one for your mom? And I was like, well, I was already gonna do it, so too bad, get another present for mom.
So I hopefully it comes to California. I saw the TikTok and I want to credit her as Magic with Meg D on TikTok. But I saw her and her video about it, and I was like, I need these right now, and I immediately, I'm not even kidding, like, I didn't even watch the video the whole way through. I was already sending it to Lizzy and being like, you need to get me these right now. I will pay you so much money.
Foaming.
And then they weren't there, and it was really sad. Hopefully soon they get them, because
Yes.
I am desperate. They're so freaking cute.
Yeah.
They're the cutest ever.
Cutie patooties.
And also, I have like the Ahsoka doll that's in that style. The doll is in Pennsylvania right now, but still, I have the Ahsoka doll that's in that style. So it's their little
it's
trio,
cute.
and they're rebels. They're the rebels versions too.
Mm-hmm.
We have to support the rebels.
Yes, I thought it was funny because I was like, Mom's gonna get mad. Mom doesn't listen to me, so it's fine. I can say this here. So she doesn't like plushies at all. She hates plushies because I love plushies, which I haven't bought plushies in a long, long time. But anyway, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get her this heroine, and Dad was like, no, she might not like it. She's gonna hate it. And I was like, no, because you, Dad, have the ugly Kanan doll, and therefore she'll be like, wow, it's so cute. Hera's so pretty, and this one's so ugly, and they're together. And so that I know my mom. I know her. Yes. So anyway, I hope it comes soon.
Please. There's Star Wars news. What's the other Star Wars news? The Last Order. I'm on chapter 4. Banger. I'm already in love with it. Finn and Poe. The first chapter is one scene with Finn and Poe, and they're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's bringing me back. It's taking me back. Oh my gosh.
You're reverting.
The Rey Audible book, because this is my book segment, because Lizzy doesn't read.
No.
The Rey audiobook thing, the Audible original, Jaws of Jakku, amazing, super cute. Rey and Finn are just adorable. I love them so much. I miss them. My peanuts. Is that it? Visions in a week. More visions. I think that's it. Yes. I haven't gotten to play Beyond Victory yet because my Oculus is a 2 and not a 3. But my parents have a 3, so when I go home for the holidays, I can
play.
I can play there. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Star Wars wise. Yippee.
Lego time.
Legos. Okay. So I know it's been a month.
I kept putting. It's my fault. I kept putting off.
No, it's okay.
Watching it.
I was just saying. I know it's been a month. We're still gonna do. I got distracted by looking at my calendar for other Star Wars things. That's my bad. I know it's been a month. We're still gonna do non-spoiler reviews, just in case someone hasn't seen it, and then we'll get into the spoilers.
You want to go first?
Yeah. So non-spoilers. I think if you liked the first Rebuild the Galaxy, I think you're also really gonna like this one. It's building off a lot of the same themes, obviously the same characters. Those main characters like Sig and Dev are the focus still. And so if I think you like the first one, you're really, really gonna love the second one. I also think even if you weren't crazy about the first one, you might still like this one too. As I think the first one, obviously we have that story of Sig and Dev, but the first one was also very much showcasing all of these new wacky versions of these characters, these character remixes that they have, which is fun. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it was for me. It was fun. But I think if you weren't crazy about that, I think you still might like the second one, because the second one almost doesn't have as much as that of that. There's not I feel all of the really weird character remixes that were there's not as many new ones. Any new characters in this one are not as much a wacky version like in the first one. But those wacky versions from the first one are still present in this one.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is less of a focus on like, oh, here's evil nubs, here's like Jedi Palpatine. Like it's I'd say the craziest one is like Pirate Queen Amidala is which both it's not spoilers in the trailers. Is like the new one, but the other ones are just like here's Ahsoka, but she's a different type of Lego than the other ones, but she's still very much Ahsoka. And it's not like she's like Sith Ahsoka or like anything like that. It was really fun. I think it was a story with a lot of heart. Clear, just like the first one, clear love for Star Wars, and I think a really strong sense of self when it came to its messaging, which I think is always good and just really cute and really fun.
Yes, my non-professional spoiler-free thoughts about it was I'm upset with myself that I put it off for so long because like I loved the first one. I wish I could have watched it more in episodes because I can't sit down for that long, but that's just a me thing. And like I don't know, I just kept putting it off. I don't know why. I just like kept putting it off. I wasn't sure how long it was. I love the first one. But then I watched it and I was like, wow, this is so funny. And it's stupid. It's stupid how funny it is. Cause it's like I don't want to say it's adult humor because that sounds like it's got profanity and like so. No, it was just like you can make a child and an adult laugh with
Yeah,
this.
it was clever.
Yes, it was very clever. I loved seeing like you said. There's not really new crazy characters, but the characters that are technically new, I really liked seeing still. Um, I love the brothers and like their chemistry because me and Axel are like violently different types of people. And so that reminded me of us a lot. You can figure out who's who on your own. But it was really, really cute. And I liked that, he had so much hope for his brother, just like hope in general, which was just a very strong Star Wars thing. I loved it. And I'm trying to think. There was something else that I really, really, really liked. I don't know. It was just all of it. Spoiler free. Just it was really good. It was very, very funny. Um, and yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask what our favorite characters were, but like that's for spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about spoilers now, but yeah, if you have seen the first one and you haven't seen the new one, I think you would really like it. If you haven't seen either of them, and if you're at all into like the kind of Lego movie style of comedy and the kind of like if you like the show like What If from Marvel and like just kind of like the idea of like playing in the sandbox without the rules of like who can be there at certain times and what a character is like it's just very silly and kind of all over the place and wacky, then I think this is a mini series that you'll really, really enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We can kind of go through. I have like the Wikipedia. Wikipedia is the free sponsor of every episode of Star Wars Geek Girl. I owe them my life. Love you guys, Wikipedia. You're the backbone of the Star Wars fandom.
Yes.
Love you guys. Also, Star Wars Explained. Love you guys. So I'm just like want to make sure we don't really miss anything. If you don't remember where the first one kind of where the first special kind of left off, it was Dev, who's like the older brother. He's kind of like on the dark side figuring stuff out. While Sig, he kind of accepts that his old galaxy won't come back. He has to live in this kind of new reformed galaxy. And then we have all these fun, weird characters all trying to kind of coexist. Yessie as well. She's kind of growing a little bit closer to Sig too. And Jedi Bob is training Sig in the way of the Builder Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the little obstacle course that he has to like train in. That was
And he's like
cute.
building the different ships. It was cute.
Yeah. And he's like
This
changing the course too.
yeah. The show also has Dev. He's like looking for like, an ancient Sith thing he's like having visions about. And he meets Ventress with
Mhm.
Day sisters. And they were just Night sisters wearing like white. Um it was just
In the
really
daytime.
yeah, it's just really funny because like so many of the like the mashups are like, you know, specific like, oh, like switching factions or doing this, and it's just like Night sisters? Nah. Day sisters.
Sisters. I mean, that was like the other
So
thing
funny.
where my favorite thing where it's like it's salt. And this one's like it's pepper.
Yeah. So silly. Yeah.
That was my favorite though. I loved seeing Ventress. Also, I think it's the same actress?
I think it is. Yeah.
Because it also sounded like Hela
Mhm.
from Marvel Rivals, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's her! It's the queen! I can't believe I'm seeing this first episode." Where's Voss? They're
Where is
actually just
he?
happily married in this universe.
Yeah. Yes, so the Day sister. Maybe he's buried on Dathomir.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Anyway.
what the hell?
Sorry. So yeah, there's the Day sisters. Sig training, like you said, with his really fun like obstacle course, and then so basically Sig and Dev are having these like visions, like kind of each other and kind of this like mysterious thing on Dathomir that and they're both kind of seeing what they want out of it. It's a very like Lucas view of like the dark side of the Force and like how it manipulates you and like goads you into selfishness, which is really fun. Of like, Sig is seeing like, oh, my brother, like I can help him, he can come back to the Force, to the light side of the Force, and like we can be close again. Or Dev is seeing like, I can have power, I can take over the galaxy again. But it's the same place, and then it leads them to kind of like accidentally unleash the new villain, Solus, who was really
Yeah.
cool. He was a really cool vision with his like
I thought he was gonna be
lightsaber
a different.
nunchuck things.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like a character, like it's like kind of like a like Jar Jar that's evil. Like I thought it was gonna be
Yeah,
something like that, but I think it was just a
he's just a
completely
guy.
different character. Yeah.
He's just a guy who turns out to be like Jedi Bob's old master, which I also love whenever there's a flashback, because like Jedi Bob is based on like the older Lego figures. I really love whenever there's a flashback and it's like very old style, like simple Lego animation. It's
Yeah.
my favorite. It's my favorite. They did it in the first special too. It's my favorite bit from these
Yeah.
specials. It's where it's like Jedi Bob and it cuts to like green base plates. it's so funny. That's what like this I think why this series like is so endearing for me and for a lot of people is like it is like there's so clearly a lot of love there for not just like Star Wars but also like for Legos. Like it definitely feels like like kids playing with Legos and oh, what if we put Jar Jar's head on Darth Vader's body and like and like kind of like literally mashing things together. And just
I
like with all these
think
crazy Lego pieces. It's
with
so
all
cute.
my heart, it's like this entire like movie is just what someone was just a story that they were playing when they were kids, and it was just this long story that they just kept going, and now he's like, I have power, and he just made this movie, and that was just his childhood.
It's so cute, and it's like and there's all these like very clever kind of jokes and references and kind of like poking fun at like old Lego stuff and old Star Wars stuff, and like it's just really funny. and like very meta sometimes. We also meet like I don't want like we don't have to go through every single like scene of this show because we'll be here all night. But like we also get like we see like the new matchup, which is the Landalorian, which is pretty funny. It's a good bit. Landalorian.
I like that.
Um,
I thought Grogu was gonna be evil. I thought he was gonna like jump out of the like
I know.
stroller and eat people.
Oh,
I don't know. Evil. That's evil, right?
you. I mean, yeah. Evil Grogu. We also have that Sith Lord little collective come back with like Darth Rey and Nubs and Jar Jar and Rose Tico. And then also like that new Jedi Council that's, you know, Janna and Jabba and Palpatine. This very random collection of characters. Like and a lot of these old like the Leia and Han and Greedo and Luke and you know good Vader are all still around too from the first one, the Akbar troopers and everything. But yeah, basically, Sig and Dev accidentally unleashed Solidus, who was Bob's old master, who he like sealed in like a I forget what they called it, the Force Hold, which is like a like
different dimension like, area
where like and it was yeah, and it was like if a galaxy, like a dimension, a universe was like destroyed, which it seems like Solidus was doing to a lot of galaxies, like it would be like the remnants of it would get like go into the Force World. So we meet these like refugees who've been kind of living like under Solidus. We get Brickhead's Ahsoka, whose voice by Ashley accent. It was so as much as I've softened on Rosario Dawson. I know I on this podcast was like not a huge fan of her when it was first Mandalorian. As much as I have grown to enjoy her performance, like in the Ahsoka show, it was really, really wonderful to hear Ashley's voice in something new as Ahsoka. Like there's a point where she goes like, there's a point where she says like, because it's like her flying. This is later in the episodes, but it's like her flying with like the good Vader. She's like, "Nice shot, Sky Guy," and I literally paused it and cried. Like I'm not joking. I was watching it. Don't tell anyone. I was watching it at work, and I literally paused it and cried. Because I was like, oh my god.
I didn't cry, but I was like, oh
yeah, it was really, really wonderful to hear her voice again.
Yeah.
Getting to play Ahsoka and something new, especially because like this was very much just Ahsoka, like this character, but instead of her being like a little Lego minifigure, she's one of the big Brickheads figures.
It's so funny.
And then I tried to find one, and they were all like, "We can sell it to you for 3 times the original price on eBay." And I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So she was there. There's also Jackson the Space Rabbit, which is a really fun little. He's not really a deep cut anymore. I think he's too mainstream now. But like,
I don't even know who that is.
Okay, well maybe my view of what's a deep cut is a little skewed.
I just like I've seen him around, and I know like
comics. He's a guy. He's a silly guy.
Okay,
that's all I know. He's a silly guy.
I just know he was quite relatable when in the end he was like, "I'm not even jittery anymore."
He's very funny. He's also voiced by who's the guy that voices Sonic in the movies?
Sonic.
In the new movies.
Sonic. I don't know.
Oh my god. What's his name? I've seen him at work like a bunch of times.
Oh, you're best friends.
We're best friends.
Best friends.
Actually, I'm not gonna say that on the podcast. I did see him on a hike once too, outside of work. Ben Schwartz. It's voiced by Ben Schwartz, which is pretty funny. Because he's really funny. Yeah, there's like all these people in this like dimension. And then like it was like a K2SO is just like pre-Cassian K2SO. Also Cassian is in this show too.
Who's he?
Who else?
Or you mean just Cassian?
Cassian. No, yeah, not Diego Luna. He was voicing someone else, but Cassian. He was just like regular Cassian.
Oh, I thought it was so funny because there was Cal Kestis. And I was like, "Oh, Cal Kestis," and then he's like, "Game over, man, game over." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, all of his little video game references were so funny. And it was Cameron Monaghan, which is the first time. This is the first time Cal Kestis has been in screen media that's not his games, because he was in a book. But like this is the first time he's been like in something on screen that wasn't his
Yeah, it
video
was
game.
cute. I liked it.
But yeah, there's like a giant Chewy.
Giant K2SO.
Giant K2SO.
K2SO is just how he should be in this.
Servo, our little gonk droid, he has like a little love interest in like the probe droid
with Goth Girl.
With the probe droid, which is really funny. But yes, basically in the Force Hold, Sig and Dev are forced to like actually come together and work together and bond, which was really cute, and it was also really funny because of how like much they clash, like how different they are. And then they like kind of find a portal to like get out into like back into their galaxy. And they basically like they open the portal, but then they get attacked by like Revan, which is his first canon appearance, which is their first canon appearance, which is crazy.
And also there was evil Obi-Wan.
And evil.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I don't know what emotion that was supposed to be.
It was a lot of different ones.
Okay. That was really scary.
So adorable. I just think he's neat.
Okay.
No, but I thought it was funny. I like Obi-Wan a lot, but I also love when he's like a silly Obi-Wan. Just like even like the hello there, and just I love it. Great. And then Revan, I was like, Sig's reaction to Revan was the exact reaction that I had, because Sig was like, I don't know who you are, Revan. You look like your Old Republic. I don't know much about you. That's like my pinpoint exact reaction of Revan anytime Revan is mentioned. Sorry, guys.
That's fair. I do remember like there was a couple people I knew who had Revan costumes. This is like around like Force Awakens coming out. And they would get really upset because kids would be like, Kylo Ren.
Oh no.
They'd be like, no, I'm Revan. It's like, to that kid's 4. You're Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Like
if a kid came up to me and was like, you're Boba Fett, I'm now Boba Fett.
I'm Boba Fett. Yeah. And that's just how we rollin'. But yeah, basically they get attacked by Revan and evil Obi-Wan. And so like they like Dev and Sig get out, but then like Brickhead's Ahsoka and everyone is like,
peace.
We'll stay back to like close the portal or whatever. And so then they get out of the Force. And also like the whole thing, Solidus's whole thing, which we should explain by the way, is like he wants to like get out of the Force hold and like take over and have like a quiet, peaceful galaxy with like nothing.
Yeah, which was reminded me of the like actual Lego movie where the main evil guy is the dad who wants like complete order and stuff. Which also, so I have a question. Okay, so when you used to build Legos, are you like a very creative person where you would create your own little things?
So we we had like Lego sets, like where it's like we bought like a Hogwarts Lego set and we like built that like perfectly and we'd play in that. But then we also had like just like bins of like loose Legos, and those would do whatever we went with. Now I will say my little cousins one Christmas took apart our Lego Hogwarts set, like took it apart and it was a mess and we couldn't like put it back together. So then we built like a restaurant and we would just do like with like the leftover like Hogwarts stuff, or just like do like we had like a restaurant and just like other random things. And that was how we did Legos.
Okay.
But we did try to preserve the sanctity of the Hogwarts set. Like we would play with other figures in there, like Star Wars people would go to Hogwarts. But like we didn't like take apart the Hogwarts set because we were like really proud of it and it took a long time to build. Until the
Axel and I would always get sets from like Dad. He would always get a Star Wars sets, or I was especially like obsessed with the dinosaur sets. And then later they had the Friends sets, which had like houses and like a cafe, and it was really cute. because I'm not a very creative person. I when it comes to Legos, at least, like, or just like building things, like that's why this doesn't like mean anything to you. But in the second Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda game, you can build things, and I am not good at that. You just have to be creative, and the puzzles that you do, you just can create stuff too, and everyone's different, and so it's not like you can look up the answer to it. You just kind of build whatever and do whatever you want. I'm really bad at stuff like that. I need complete order. So when the villain of the when the villain of this movie was like, no, like you have to build it like this, and like it's just complete order and silence. Why are you building stuff like this? It doesn't make sense. I was like, that was me. That I would have been the bad
Hmm.
guy.
That's
Axel
okay.
was the one that was like building a bunch of random stuff, and then he would get jealous of my sets and would destroy them. Like, I
Oh.
had a complete friend's house that I would play with all of the time, in a complete cafe. And I was so happy with it, and he would just like throw it. Um
Oh.
but then he would be but I feel like because we never had a bin of random Legos. We always had sets. And I think the reason now that he did it is because he wanted to use those pieces,
Mm-hmm.
because he knew if he just destroyed it, I wouldn't be able to find the pieces to put it back together. So Axel was Sig in them, and I was the evil guy.
Solidus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't really get that many I don't really remember. My dad might call me after he listens to this and be like, "That's not true. I got you this
That's
and
not
this."
true. I
But
got you all these things.
I don't really remember getting a lot of like Lego sets where it's like, "Oh, here's the Star Wars, like here's the X-Wing set, like let's build this." Like I remember getting a lot of that, like maybe a couple, but it was really just like we had that big Hogwarts set. That's the biggest one I remember. And then
Mhm.
it was other than that, it was literally just like bin of random Legos, including some like because my dad did like Lego robotics like with his school. And it's like stuff from that. We would just like play with that, and there wasn't like I don't remember
Yeah.
like getting a set besides Hogwarts. I don't know if I remember like getting a set and like building it. It was really just playing with the loose Legos and like building like things that we just like imagined and just
Mm.
like or then when Hogwarts was taken apart, we had a restaurant. We like built a restaurant. We kept that. And that would have like different
So
characters would work in the restaurant or go to the restaurant. Um,
nice.
we were also
So
the that we would play like meetings with our clone trooper action figures in battles.
nice.
Stuffed animals did battles,
Mm.
but the clone troopers did meetings.
Oh
Um,
yes.
because I think my parents had The Office on a lot. So
Gotcha. I the only
meeting.
ones that Axel did not destroy was, we also were obsessed with this like monsters Lego set, and there was
Oh,
one
the
that my
like
dad or mom, I don't remember who.
were they like the bionicle things? Is that what they were called? I think we
Bionic.
had a couple of those. I
I
could be
just remember there
lying.
were like,
Through
it
my
was like
teeth.
a story kind of, but it was like this
Oh.
guy fighting different monsters, and so they had like the lagoon monster, and there was like vampires and the werewolves, and they all had different crystals. And then like,
Oh
but the
no.
biggest one that we got was, we had a vampire train, and it was a giant set. And the problem was, like, Axel didn't want to destroy it. That was the only one he didn't want to destroy, which is so valid. But we had to kind of like, we had to take it apart because it was so big. So like this sounds bad. We didn't sleep on the floor, but we had a couch. So like, I slept on the top one, and there was a pull out, so he would sleep on there. So there was not like a lot of room to just leave it out. So we had to like carefully put it away
Mm.
when we wanted to and stuff. It was fun.
No, yeah, that is not what I was talking about. I meant Bionicles, which were like these Lego things, but it was sort of like the Lego Chewy, but it wasn't as many like complicated pieces. It was just like these
Mm,
big guys that would snap together. We had a couple of
no.
those, but that was another like I don't remember like my dad bringing home the set and being like, "This is a Bionicle. Let's follow the directions and build it." It was just like we had a bunch of the pieces of them in our bin, and we would like mix and match and build different little monster guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Legos.
Legos. Okay. What else? Also, I just realized I lied. Some of the characters did stay behind, and when they got into the regular galaxy or back to their galaxy from the Force Hold, Brickhead's Ahsoka went with them. I remember that because she was like big, and they had to like build special ships for her because she was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically Solidus is trying to like get rid of the galaxy and just have like a quiet, peaceful, nothing galaxy. And so everyone has to unite to do it. And like so he kind of like builds this like huge like Death Star kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then everyone like teams up like Pirate Queen Amidala, which also we got to see a version of Padme with Anakin, Luke, and Leia all together, which is really cute. Like Padme, like everyone, like the pirates and everyone kind of teams up, and then the stupid bunch of Sith. It's always a Sith, man. They have to ruin everything. And they kind of.
I loved Jar
break
Jar.
Yeah.
Like spider. That was awful.
Yeah, it was really funny. Also, we got to see some more like ship combos. Like they have like the BB wings, and the pirate Queen Amidala has like it's like a spaceship, but it looks like Jabba's sail barge, but also a Naboo yacht, which was really cool. Also the Porgils. Don't forget the Porgils.
Oh.
They were scary. It was really funny.
I was like cooking or something, and I had it on, and I like heard Purgles, and I was like, oh yeah, Purgles, and like I had my back to the TV, but I was listening, and I was like, the Purgles, but like I kept hearing Porgles, and I was like, what? And like I turned around just in time to see these giant porg like Purgle things. I was like, what the hell is that? It was great. It was terrible looking. But
so it did make me think like a Purgo Lego set would be really awesome. Like if they dropped a Purgo Lego set, I would buy like 3. And I'm not kidding. Lego, if you're listening to me, that is a guaranteed like
the Purgle or Porgles?
No, not the Porgle.
Oh.
Not the Porgle, the Purgle. Okay. Like if you're listening to me, that's a guaranteed like I don't know, like $80 in your pocket. I know that'll, really affect you guys. That's big money for the Lego Corporation. But I will buy a Purgle Lego set if you make it. Not a Porgle. I will not buy a Porgle. They're cute, but they're a little freaky. But the Purgle, I will. Yeah. So yeah, basically it's like they're almost about to do it and defeat Solidus, and then Darth, Rey, and Jar Jar and Rose are like, well, what if we ruin everything? And then they do, and then everyone gets sucked back into the Force Hold, except Dev. So like Solidus, Dev, and Bob are fighting, and it is again like very, very classic Lucas of, Solidus using what someone wants, the dark side using what you want to get you to turn against, the people who care about you, and like that kind of misery of selfishness.
Jedi Bob was being a jerk.
Yeah.
Like Dev was like I get it, like it's scary to have to trust someone again, but he hadn't done anything quite yet, and it was just like, that is the whole thing of Jedi's redemption and blah 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 blah. But I don't know. I was like, and then he was like, yeah, you should train Dev, and he was like, this guy, this guy, he's gonna betray. Like the fact that you're gonna do that more is just gonna make them betray you faster. Yeah, I was just like, oh no, oh no.
But then there's the other thing is like, well, then Dev's proving Bob right.
Yeah.
So then it's very much a cycle.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle, but I was just like, stop being mean to Dev.
Yeah. No, Jedi Bob's got to work through some stuff. But also, like, if my master who tried to destroy the galaxy that I sealed away into the Force Hold was like back, I'd be a little bit of a jerk too, especially because he's back because of Dev. Basically.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yes, but yeah, they suck everyone back into the Force Hold, and then Solidus and Dev have their like quiet nothing galaxy. And so everyone again has to like try to avoid being like sucked into the void. And it's like basically the Force Hold is like can't handle like all of this stuff all at once. And so everyone has to like team up again. And so finally they get the Darths on the side too, where it's like, okay, our options are get sucked into this scary void or fight together against Solidus. And yeah, I mean, it's a really cool, like, last little fight scene, a lot of fun little moments with all these different, like, little characters, like, these fun remixes of the characters that we know, where they're, like, fighting. They have, like, all these battle droids, and there's giant K2SO.
Yeah.
And then, finally, like, Solidus, Dev, Sig are all, like, having their little fight. And Dev reveals that, like, his plan was to double cross Solidus, basically. And he does. And then they
yippee.
They throw Solidus back into the Force Hold.
And then it's all yippee. And then they're rebuilding the galaxy.
Yeah. And then Bob decides to take Dev on, which is really nice. And he, everyone's a little family.
Yeah.
And it's really...
Oh, Greedo proposed to Leia.
And Greedo proposed to Leia. Poor Han.
Crazy. Yeah.
Also, because Brickhead Ahsoka was, she was so alone because she was the only Brickheads, and she sees Brickheads.
Oh my
Hera,
god!
Sabine, and Ezra is so cute. And I looked up if there was a real set of Brickheads, Sabine, Hera, and Ezra, and there's not. Lego, that's another like $30 in your pocket. If you make Brickheads,
$60 because my dad will get it too.
There you go. Like, come on, Lego.
People.
There
are dozens of us.
Brickheads, Rebels, Purrgil.
I saw them and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I watch this sooner?
I know.
So
they should just do like a spin-off where it's just Rebels, but they're all Brickheads instead of like the actual Rebels animation style. Like you can even keep like, you don't have to re-record the lines, just use the same lines and everything, but now they're Legos.
Yes.
Instead of it's just the same exact show but Brickheads. I would watch. I would be there.
On my way.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really cute. A lot of fun little moments. I know we're late, but it was really good. I love Star Wars animation in all of its forms. I'm so happy to be a Star Wars animation fan. We got Lego. We got Visions. We got Maul next year. It's a great time to love animated Star Wars.
Yay!
Yeah. Is that it for? Do you have anything else about Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past?
I think that's it. It was great. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to Star Wars Rebels,
see some of the writing that I should do more of and will do more of, you can go to StarWarsGeekGirl.com. We also still have the NeilNation.com if you are part of the Neil Nation, because Neil Nation is forever. Neil was in this too. It's great.
Neil.
Love Neil. We're on Instagram, Blue Sky at SWGeekGirl, and on Facebook is Star Wars Geek Girl.
Yay! Oh, right, me. I was thinking, I was like, oh, Neil. Rogue Rebels. My dad is on Lightsaber Academy on Star Wars Kids, where he teaches kids how to lightsaber, and it's pretty cool. You should watch it. It's really cool. I got the RogueRebels.com, Instagram / TikTok at the Rogue Rebels, Twitch at Rogue Rebels. You can listen to the Star Wars Rogue Rebels anywhere you're listening to Star Wars Geek Girl. Facebook page is the Rogue Rebels, and Blue Sky is at Rogue Rebels Fam.
Thank you so much for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl. As always, I was Zoe.
I was Lizzy.
May the Force be with you, and goodbye.
Goodbye.